So hello everyone, it's Recharger here with another 118 scale video, and today we have an Autoworld of a car from the Macacan, which is the muscle car and Corvette Nationals. So this is the 2016 Nickey Super Camaro. Not quite sure who Nickey is. I'm guessing the maker of this version of this car. It is pretty weighty, so yeah. So of course 118, a diecast. What else I can say? There's a bunch of description here. You can pause and read that if you want to. I'm not gonna read all of this on camera at least. Yeah, so Chicago, I think that's where the event happened. And okay, enough rolling around with the casing. Let's get the car out. I got this car actually for very cheap. It was on a discount, like 50% discount, so I was like, yeah, I'll get it for 50%. Although I did want a clean version of this car, but for like half of the original pricing, I will take this version also. So, for the longest time, it's been like a placeholder for a cleaner version, but I didn't really bother and decided I'll just stick with this one. Unless I really feel like I don't want it, but I'm actually kind of I'm actually kind of liking it, although it's not like stock. Like I said, this thing is extremely heavy. I don't know why, but it is very heavy. The base is plastic. You can see all the separate bits and bobs, and the door is opening. I think it's maybe made of a very thick metal, or the color coding is extremely thick, or something, because I cannot explain how heavy this is. I have nothing to compare it even, but it is very. Even the box felt extremely heavy for what this is, and this guy is really heavy. I'm really liking these rims, like these American styled rims. Of course, it is steerable. The wheels do turn. This thing is a rear-wheel drive monstrosity of a muscle car. There's your front end, looking very nice with the very nicely detailed headlights. It says Nickey on the side. This one comes with the full windows in there, so it's not like no window for the side, as usually some of the models have for 124 and some 118 scales. So it'll be like easier to open the doors and stuff. There's the back of the Camaro, and I just realized something that I haven't realized since forever. That's why it's been discounted. Wow, I didn't notice this. Like, there's an issue with the tail light. Or it's not. Wait a minute. Whoops, never mind. It's supposed to be like that. So it looks like it's missing. As you can see, it looks kind of weird, but it's actually there. Wow. That is so weird looking. It looks like, never mind, I was wrong. So it was just a discount, because probably nobody was buying it for some reason. But the taillights are fine. It's just me. That is like very deceiving. Okay, exhausts, as you can see, are very nicely shown. They're a separate piece, each of them, going here to the middle and to the engine. So that's a super cool detail. We have brake discs with brakes inside there, as you can see. So they do not turn with the car. They're separately made, which is super cool. And the brakes do stand still. So everything is fine there. Okay, let's get into the engine compartment. Will you open for me? Yes, you will. There we go. So nothing too much to see here because, well, the modern cars don't have too much going on in there. Besides having this big engine and all the bits and bobs around it, which is like fully placed everything very, very tightly, so there's not much free space in the modern cars because all the electronics and stuff. But you can still see some goodies in here and stuff like that. But what does it say on the engine? It says Camaro. So as you can see, like this piece here, like it is very, very thick metal. So I believe the entire car is like the very, very thick metal. As you can see, openable doors. There we go, with the glass there. You have nice mirrors that actually have a mirror option, so they do reflect. There's some details for the inside. As you can see, the steering wheel does move. We also have, it's going to be hard to show. We have seat belts, which are separately made, and my camera doesn't want to focus on that. I'm not doing this in the right time of day either. Also, the seats do fold somewhat forward. I believe the passenger one should have folded way more, but it's fine. The seats are separately cast. Like there's a bunch of stuff in there. It's all like separate casts and stuff like that. So this is a very, very highly detailed model. There's Camaro and the step right there. The doors look very nice. There's the passenger side. Nothing too much. Also, I cannot show this, but the floor here of the flooring, it has this material, like it's not plastic, so it's like a soft, I don't know what to call it, like I don't know what to call it. So it's a soft material, so it feels like realistic. And the back should be open. Well, yes, it does. It doesn't want to stay open though, but there you have it. Cannot see anything in there because there is nothing in there, but it's fully plastic in the back there. Why it doesn't want to stay up, I don't know. But there you go. That's that. So yeah, like I said, this is a very, very heavy, very well done 1/18 scale model from Autoworld. And I am always happy to have Autoworld models in 1/64 and in 1/18 scale. If I would like live in the States, I would basically collect, I think, maybe only like 3 manufacturers. I would ditch Hot Wheels, and I would stick to Autoworld mainly, Greenlight, and Johnny Lightning. And then I would maybe dabble in to M2 and Mini GT. But those 3, the first ones I called out, those would be my main 3 ones. Because they're much easier to get there than they are here. So yeah, there you have it. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.